Yo, hey man, say man, how's your day, man? It's your boy GDO come back with another video. We're gonna go ahead and get off into this, man. Today is September the 24th, 2025. You already see the type of day I had. Pretty eventful day, you know what I'm saying? Started off taking my baby boy to a doctor's appointment. So if you guys are struggling with trading, right? I'm not in the stage of struggling with trading. I've been trading for over 6 years, okay? But if you guys are struggling with trading, imagine how it would feel going through all that while trying to make money, okay? It's kind of crazy. And we still made it happen, you know? I was like, oh! But look, so 9:30, we know exceed the edge model. We're not going to take too long. I'm not going to waste y'all time. Sorry, it's on the wrong time frame. Not going to waste y'all time, not one little bit. Okay, with the exceed the edge model, you guys know 9:30 breaker structure, first contact internal, 9:30 on break, first contact internal, high time frame internal, and then BOS right in that said direction. Well, first I would say when coming into the market, you have to ask yourself, are we climbing mountains or are we jumping off cliffs? Okay. Now this was just a trend line, right? I don't even use these, but today I did, right? I really don't use these, but I think I may start using these, okay? So this is my trend line that I use today. Coming at 9 o'clock, I didn't wake up early, nigga. I woke up like 9:15, bit, okay? So coming into the chart, I'm asking myself, are we jumping off cliffs or are we climbing mountains? Well, at 9:30, we had a break to the downside. Not just any break either. We're talking about a strong break. Appreciate you, my boy. For sure. But we had a strong break. Okay. Now, with the model first contact with high time frame internal. Well, would you say this was the first contact? We started off in the 4 hour. There's an hour, 2 hour. We really pushed through those. So being that we went ahead and took out that low, took out these lows, damn near took out these lows, I just went ahead, because it's not gonna not take out these lows. This was about a $300 trade. I actually missed out on the take profit though, right? It was more than 300s, and I took profit like somewhere up here. Again, trying to doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Again, if you're struggling with trading, imagine how it would be if you had other stuff to do while trying to trade. And again, I've been doing this over 6 years, so we still made it happen. Now the thing is, this consolidation, I didn't know why we consolidated. Again, I'm dealing with a 3-month-old. But as we come to the 1 hour, that's not totally disrespected. In a sense, this fair value gap, this internal, is still respected. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't completely pushed a candle through nor continued in that direction, right? So I seen how price was respecting it, so I put it up there. I didn't really want to, but as you can see on the 5-minute time frame, that's what had us hung up around that time. It was this. We just kept bouncing from this hour, 2 hour, hour, 2 hour. That's why knowing internals are so important. Now, let's keep it a buck though. I entered in this buy. It gave me a couple points. It took me out. That was a small L. I wasn't worried about that though, because I knew for a fact if we broke to the downside one more time, we were gonna come down here. The daily was down here. Right now, you can't really see it. If I go over, like, okay, you see, big old daily. But how can I determine most likely where price is gonna flip if my internal is big as hell like this? This internal is damn near like 100 points, I think. Yeah, this internal is 98 points itself. That's a big internal. You can't use the fib if you do the 50%, but even then, you're just breaking that up into 2 boxes. That helps, but making sure you go to your high time frame internals, hour to whatever your highest point is, and market them will show you where price is most likely to. Because like if I do the fib right now, okay, that's the bottom of the daily. Once I do the fib, that's 50%, right? Okay, so the bottom box, the bottom half of the daily internal, we have a 4 hour. The top half of the daily internal, we have a 2 hour and an hour. That's letting me know that's most likely where price is going to flip. Confluence, if you want to call it that, confirmation, and that's how you snipe, right? So obviously coming on the 5-minute time frame, if I wanted to catch a trade out of the daily from a breaker structure, not just entering because it's in the internal, but from a breaker structure, because that's my rules, that's the confirmation that price wants to go in that direction now, I still wouldn't have been in the trade, right? Like, I still wouldn't have been in the trade. So if I see that my BOS on the 5-minute time frame from the contact of the daily is over 160 points, obviously that's telling me that I need to go to a lower time frame, right? So that's what I did. Now, I don't like the 1 minute no more. I still be finessing the 1 minute here and there, but it's a little immature for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind catching the 5, but I don't mind going down there if I see that the 5 is just out of reach. The 5 was just completely out of reach today, right? So I was forced to go to the 1. Now, the 1, you see, we go over here, break of structure here. So if I go to the 1 and see that the break of structure is here after touching the daily internal, again, this is the first time that price has touched this daily internal. If I go to the 15-minute time frame in the relevant area, right? Because everything is about relevancy. This is the first time this daily internal has been touched. Okay. So I see where the 1 minute break of structure is. Go to the 2 minute because I'm a little more comfortable. They're damn near in the same spot. First contact, high time frame internal, BOS on the 2 minute time frame, entering buy, caught the sell. I don't know if I made, because I entered in the break again, so that's like $200, right? Then this I just marked up. I just marked this up with the team, right? First contact, high time frame internal, daily internal, BOS, that's a buy, and now we're just climbing the mountain. Now, this 2-hour internal that it came in contact with, it's not bigger than a daily. Obviously, the daily time frame is bigger than a 2-hour, but it is still a high time frame internal, so you must respect it, yeah? Okay? So, shoot, it's like, it's going to slow it down, but it's not going to stop the direction of the trade. That's why you have this, because it's coming in contact with this 15 and this 2-hour, right? But we just broke structure out of a daily. So there's a hierarchy going on. You have to remember that. Everything is, how did I forget the word? You can use all this on every time frame, but there is a hierarchy to it, right? So that's the buy that a couple people in the team made money off of this because we were all in a group while this was going. We were all on live, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I made my money on this, the whatever I made off the 300 plus the 202 trade I made after it broke again to the downside. So today was a good day. Made over $200 for sure. So, hey man, it's your favorite trader, man. GG will come out with another video. If you guys want to learn how to trade like this, if you guys want to learn the market, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not really too big on the internet. I know in order to reach people, I have to be on the internet, but the commonality with people on the internet is there's more than not people who don't know what they're talking about. Like, there's way more people who don't know what they're talking about versus people who actually know what they're talking about. And that's a little I don't even want to be a part of that community, you feel me? But if you want to learn, man, go to the website, neverquitexceed.com, join, become a Profit Titan, and join a family who's growing. Everybody that's in my family is literally making money now. I don't know. But it's your favorite trader, Gio, man. Have a good day, man. We out of here.